Ooh, all right. I'm definitely very excited to play. I am very excited to play.
I agree. Same here.
Yeah, I've only been waiting all week, but it's whatever.
Oh god, I've been waiting since the book came out, man. Like 2 weeks, staring at it. And two other
Yeah,
players aren't even here. Oh, that makes me sad.
yeah. I might need character intros again because it's been 2 weeks. I've kind of forgotten everyone's character.
Yep, I definitely plan to. Streaming and all, who knows. So, I guess we'll start with Beasting's character.
I am a Tabaxi barbarian, here to just pacify, making my way back home, hopefully anyway.
Yeah, that's me is not here today. So we'll move on to Griff.
Yeah, Chiron's a halfling warlock who's on a mission to bring his dead dog back to life and get the person who killed him.
You said you're dead goat.
dead dog.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
And Laiku.
I will be playing Orist, who is on his quest to bring the squire of his mentor back to the light after he betrayed and murdered the paladin who had trained him. And if he can make some coin along the way, great.
Excellent. And Remy, Dawn is not here, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll be back for the next week. And me, I'm Red. I DM. This adventure is going to be Waterdeep Dragon Heist. When I DM, I DM for charity. My charity of choice is Extra Life. You probably would have heard about it if you're following any of the admins or whatever for D&D Adventurers League. And basically, my hospital is the St. Louis Children's Hospital. It's my local hospital for now, and yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It's a good time. If you want to go ahead and join up, go ahead to extratechlife.org, and you can join and raise money yourselves. Or if you'd like to join, me and raising some funds, my next goal is at $1,500. And I believe what did I say my goal was for that one? Oh, a D&D themed Halloween costume, since at my last goal that we made, people voted that I would have to run a 5K and shave my head. I'm down to stubble right now. I haven't done the full bicking just yet, but oh, and I have a demon dog.
Nice work.
Yeah, no, I've never bicked my head before. It's gonna be horrible. So
I haven't got much choice.
you're gonna have to give me some tips here in a minute. Hold on a second. Get out of here, crazy. Well, yeah, so we made our last goal, and I was either going to run a T1, a T2, a T3, or a 5K, and people decided that they hated me or something, and it's going to be a 5K. Going to do a Hollywood one, so we shall see. We shall see if I make my goal. But everybody's been, we've had 89 donations, to get us this far. and that's been amazing. We do rerolls for $1 as per the AL guidelines, and hopefully people won't need them. So that'll be awesome. Okay, how you doing there?
Have we still got our rerolls from last time?
Yes, you have 22.
Oh, cool. You're keeping tabs on them. Nice one.
You started with like 35, I believe. So
Yeah, we bought a few.
hey, for the kids.
Definitely doing it for the kids.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I have a character here. Let's see.
Have you been training for your 5K?
Yes, I have, and it sucks, and I don't like it. I'm up to 3 miles now, so
That's good, man.
that's almost there. But next week is a speed week, so I'll be doing 2 miles at pace, so at about 8 minutes and 50 something seconds per mile, and then hopefully I'll be able to do the 5K in like 27ish. So we'll see.
Cool.
But yeah.
I have a quick question for you, Ed. Have you still got all the dragon currency thing on the Twitch channel? I can't see it there. Or is that gone now?
No, that should still be there. If you're on a Twitch channel and you hover over in the bottom right hand area, like I don't know, if you hover over it, there should show up like a little face or something. Let's see. I'll try to go to my channel and not blow up my speakers. Okay, oh, it looks interesting now. Streamlabs. Hey, the stream looks different now.
Yeah, I think they've upgraded it or changed it in some way, haven't they?
Alright, I'm gonna give it a go. Oh, wait, click the button.
Never mind.
Oh, no,
I was
it's
just
there.
curious because it looked different.
No, it's there. It's so if you hover over the bottom right hand corner, over like where Orst put their initiative, you know, the chat bar, there should be like a gray box with a question mark. Do you see that?
What, the message bar?
On the Twitch stream.
What actually? I'm probably not looking in the right place. I've got an option to like write a message, which I'll do now.
Okay, so if we click that, it should have pick a card, scratch. Oh wait, no, I see what you're talking about. Oh, redeem dragon scales is the one it should look like. You click.
I can't see any of that.
No.
No. Try.
Anybody else?
I maximize it. Let me have a look then.
Yeah, it should be to the left of the stream chat on the actual like video itself. So
Okay.
should show like a little gray box with an antenna and a question mark over it apparently. And if you click that, you should see pick a card, scratchers, redeem dragon scales, request a song, song queue. I'm gonna have to get rid of the request a song, I think.
Yeah, I'm not having much luck.
Anybody
I don't
else?
think it probably just doesn't
Yeah, it's
show
not
for
letting me select it. I see it, but it's not letting me select anything. You might have to maximize your screen, because that's what I had to do.
Yeah, I have maximized it now.
So
But,
hover over not the words, redeem dragon scales, but the whatever, I don't know, or those dollar bills or something. The green.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
Beasting?
It's not the end of the
Okay,
world.
icon, got it.
Yeah.
The icon worked for me.
Yep. Okay, it looks like it's good then. Yeah, maximize screen to do it. I'm not sure if you're on mobile or anything with what you're looking at. And if that's the
Yeah,
case,
I'm on
not
my
sure.
laptop.
Oh, did you enable the extensions? It should look like a puzzle piece, if that still exists.
Ooh. Probably not.
So that'll be it.
puzzle
You have to enable the
piece.
extensions for that.
Is that like a Twitch settings thing?
It should look like a puzzle piece. But so like you have the rectangle with the video stream. Below that, I believe there's a puzzle piece somewhere. Beasting, do you see it? Not sure.
Yeah, no joy. Can't see a puzzle piece. It might be, because it opens in its own kind of browser, doesn't it? So it wouldn't be a browser issue.
I wish I knew what was going on there.
It used to work. That's the weird thing. But
Yeah,
anyway,
things change.
It doesn't matter. I don't want to slow things down.
Alright. So it looks like everybody went ahead and ruled for initiative, which is great. Boom, boom, boom. So we're going to go ahead and move you guys over. Alright, cool. So, Ether, Orst, and Chiron, you guys know each other. And, after hanging out wherever you guys decided to do in between adventures, you decided to meet up here at the Yawning portal. It's a familiar place. One where you have Duran, the barkeep, who says he's a man of few words, strong silent type. Bonnie, who is a very interesting woman, very strong. She won't take any lip from anybody, no guff. And she's, the bartender lady, what is it called, waitress. She helps out the server. Yeah, well, you're in the tavern. What do you do?
This food is good. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, definitely make sure to get a drink. Last time we were here, we had a drink. Something interesting happened.
Okay, so you call over Bonnie, who makes her way over.
Just ask her, all right, my lover, how you doing today? Any news around these parts? What's going on?
Oh, and she says, more of the same. There's been a lot of violence here recently. These damn Zentharum and Xanathar Guild just causing all the trouble. I'll go ahead and see what we have here on tap. See if we have anything special for you there, Chiron. She'll go on ahead.
Oh, lovely.
Make her way over to the bar.
As long as it's wet and strong, that's all I care about. You got any cider?
See what we can do, love. And as you look about, you sit around a sturdy wooden table lit by a brightly burning candle. And I'm sorry. Okay, so you sit around a sturdy wooden table lit by a brightly burning candle and littered with plates and cleared of food and half-drained tankards. The sound of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown off the off-key strumming of a young bard that's about 3 tables over. Then all the noise is eclipsed by a shout. "Ya pig! Like killing me mates, does ya?" And then there's a 7-foot-tall half-orc that's hit by a wild, swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the tattooed figure, but before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What do you do?
I'm gonna head over.
And I'll follow, saying, perhaps they do not want to fight. I believe we got in trouble the last time.
Well, I think they probably want to fight, and they should probably fight it out. But it also looked like there were a few other people that wanted to get involved, and those two should probably fight it out with just those two.
I'm going to go ahead and add your initiative here. Ether at a 6. Orst at an 18. And Chiron at an 8. We'll just put it that for now. All right. So Orst.
All right.
Looks to be over here. But there's a large mass of people that are kind of like blocking your immediate view.
You said right at the bottom?
Correct. I should have forced moved you guys.
Can I get control of my token?
Do you not have it? You should have received.
No, I can't select my...
Yeah, you should receive
I
it.
have access to Ether.
I'll make sure that you're no longer on all.
Here, should... Yeah, I can't move my... I can't move my token, and now I can't move anyone else's.
Let's take a look. Your token is not linked to you.
Perfect. So yeah, we'll head over. We'll take our way around after... I'll be over there with a...
All right, see if you have it now. I went ahead and linked your token.
Yes, I do. I'm going to come around. I'm going to stay away from the giant pit into Death and Oblivion. But, yeah, I'm going to move myself down there to get around and get an eye of what's going on.
Orst does not have a thing anymore.
Oh, because you deleted the token.
Right. So are you sprinting on over? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. And that'll be my, I guess, my action for the turn. Hold on. Let me get actual movements. So I'll double move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. Chiron.
I sort of walk out laughing, a little bit wobbly. What's going on over here then? Fighting, is it? Oh, he likes to watch. Are we using our actual movement, or we just?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll get to about there then. Yeah, just watching.
All right. As you make your way over, you can hear
If someone
the wet.
attacks me, then I'll probably make an unarmed strike against it.
Yeah.
Held action.
All right. As you approach, you can hear like a rowdy group of roguish individuals that are like cheering, "Rah, hit him, get her!" what do you do? And you hear like a large slam as the crowd goes wild, and he says, "Yes, yes, knock him out." What do you do, Ether?
Ren, stay here. Stay safe. They shall return.
Okay.
All right, then she's going to feline agility her way down there. 5, 10, 15, 30, 55, 60. And she's just going to go, what is happening? Perhaps it is a one-on no one's interfering?
It's tough to see, but you hear one of them. Yeah, the orc. She's beating the snot out of that guy.
I'll just smile. And that'll
What
be
are
my
these?
turn.
All right. As these guys like see what's going on, they close in a little more, kind of surrounding the people fighting. The one with the red dot is currently knocked on his back with Yagra, like just punching the crap out of him. He's kind of pinned him to the ground. What are you doing, Orst?
We're gonna move closer. So I want to discourage the other people from, I guess, intervening. Trying to think. Do they seem like they're kind of already kind of like worked up that persuasion probably wouldn't work in this situation?
Who are you trying to influence?
I want to influence the people who are gathering around, so that they don't intervene. Because I figured these two people should probably work it out, and otherwise it's going to probably turn into a full bar fight, which we've already dealt with last time, I believe.
So, if you want, you can try some type of charisma methods by doing this.
Gentlemen, just let them work these out by themselves. Give them a little bit of room. Last time I saw a gathering this type, people fell down into the well, and it sounds like a pretty awful thing. Only a 10.
Yes, please listen to him. Or else we may have to intervene. And she'll crack her knuckles. Trying to help him be persuasive.
And you see these rowdy guys kind of ignore you, and they say, "Piss off!" Let's see, this person goes. So, Yagra, the giant orc person, will go ahead and continue to strike at the guy. Bare-fisted. She'll hit him, and the guy currently looks unconscious. Chiron.
Hey, Durnan. It's all kicking off over here, mate. Yeah, you want us to do something about it? Or are you going to sort this out, or what?
As you say that, you can see Durnan there. He looks like he's finishing polishing the glass there. But you can tell by the look on his face, he's even more surly looking than normal.
Alright. I'm going to take matters into my own hands then. At least I asked. Well, that's as far as I can get, really. I'm just having a closer look, because I couldn't really see past all the bodies and stuff like that. And if it's just fisticuffs in the scuffle, then again, I'm just holding an action to punch someone if someone punches me.
Okay. Ether.
Alright, so just so that I'm fully understanding, they're starting to converge on her, correct?
They're definitely surrounding the people that are currently fighting. You know how it typically happens, like in a school fight, or like anytime anybody gets into a brawl, big old circle happens.
I just want to. It doesn't look like they're trying to jump in.
It doesn't appear that that's happening yet.
All right, thank you.
Nobody has punched anybody except for Yagra and the other guy.
All right, she'll move here and just hold an action. If anybody looks like they're about to jump in, she'll go for that person.
Okay. And with that, you're going to get to hit the guy to your right here, because he's going to go ahead and start wailing on Yagra. So go ahead and make your attack. It'll hit. All right. Yeah, you slash at him with your cat claws.
I'll just say, the Dragonborn said to back off, yes?
Yep, and he looks kind of injured as you slash at his face, but he managed to get a good wallop in on Yagra, who gets knocked out. And then with that, Durin, he looks up, and he points towards the door, and he says, "Out!" Kind of snarls it. And then people, seeing this serious look on Durin's face, begin to flee. Like that goblin guy, these little folks. Like, people are just trying to make their way out. And these guys that were surrounding everybody, they'll disengage, drag their friend out.
And she's unconscious?
Yeah, and she's currently unconscious.
I can get her up. I was gonna say...
Before you go...
Oh.
As people are fleeing, making their way out, let me get rid of some of these guys here. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Shouts of alarm suddenly ring out as a hulking creature climbs up out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. A monster with warty green skin, a tangled nest of wiry black hair, a long carrot-shaped nose, and bloodshot eyes. It bares its yellow teeth and howls. You can see that a half-dozen bat-like creatures are attached to its body, with 3 more circling above it like flies. Everybody in the tavern reacts in fear except for the barkeep, Durin, who shouts, "Troll!" And stand by, please, as I move things off the GM layer. Chiron, my lucky halfling friend.
I shout out, "Durnan, your ex-wife's here to visit you, mate."
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Good times. Boop. Alright. Yeah, and one of these little fellers, the ones that were flying above the troll guy, will go ahead and move towards the nearest individual. Because it seems like there's not really much space on a troll for him to get at, so... why are you not doing what I want you to do? Oh, probably because I have too much on my screen.
So it's right at the edge. It climbed itself out of the well?
Yeah, I'll plop him down where he needs to be here in a second. Alright, this little feller. There you go. That's a little easier for you. All right. And then, yeah, so this thing is going to go ahead and try to strike at Chiron. It's going to try to attach itself to you.
Okay.
And it will fail horribly as, like, I don't know, maybe in surprise or something. You bat it away.
It's not an undead creature of any kind, is it?
No, it looks alive. This thing, very fat and happy, is going to be, just kind of fall off, back down into the well. It looks like it's trying to digest. This one, too. Digests food. This one, too. Yeah, he's super fat. Oh, this one, too. All these fat and happy sturges. Horst, your turn.
What size is the troll? Large?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna learn the most important lesson I've ever learned from being in the Yawning portal. I'm gonna move up here. I'm gonna attempt to grapple him.
Okay. If I can only select my dude. Alright. There are too many damn sturges here. There we go. Oh, and he easily throws you off.
Yeah.
If this were like 3.5 or something, bad things would happen.
Just that much of a difference.
Oh yeah, significant. But yeah, he just like hits you off, just like your tiny little sturge.
How many rerolls do we have?
22.
Can I actually just use one of them? I want to see if I can get a...
Yes, you could try. It looked very strong. And
Can I use one of those rerolls on him as well?
No, they're only for
No.
And unfortunately, it didn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, like you mustered all this strength, and it seems as though he pulled an equal amount of strength out on you. All set?
Yep.
Damn it. Sorry. So, it looked like he was weakened from his attack by the sturges there. But he seems to be getting better. Let me put this one back here so I don't forget. And he seems a little bit more rejuvenated as he begins to attack. And the very strong lizard man has drawn his attention, as I have to make sure I roll one thing. Okay, yeah, he's not on there yet. Oop. As Durnan yells to you, "Stay back! I'll take care of him. Just kill the sturges." And he's gonna go ahead and try to grapple the lizard man. The dragonborn, excuse me. So please give me an athletics or acrobatics. Ooh, you're currently grappled by a troll.
Okay.
And it's gonna laugh as it rotates. And holds you over this pit. This little sturge is gonna go. It's really fat and happy. It's gonna leave. Yagura's knocked the heck out. She's gone. Durnan will go ahead and leap on over this thing. And he's gonna like whip out his awesome sword. And he's gonna move like in the movies, like slide in other tables and whatnot, try to get to you guys.
Ledge.
And he says, get that Dragonborn down. Otherwise, he's done for. And he's going to take a crossbow out real quick. And he's going to shoot. He's got a wicked-looking double crossbow. The question is, does he hit? He does hit, and you can hear like the thing screech as pain floods its body. And Durnan's gonna say, "Fire! We need fire! Otherwise, the little bastard will regenerate." This thing is fat and happy. It's gone. It's gonna fly back down. This one is also fat and happy. This guy, he's gonna go ahead and take advantage, and he's gonna try to go for. Let me roll 1d2. No, he's gonna go for the big troll. That's what he came up for in the first place. So I'm just gonna move him right here, so it's a little easier, maybe. And it's gonna not be able to stick onto him. This one here is fat and happy, and it's gone. Charon, you see this troll like dangling your Dragonborn over the precipice of this horrible well. What do you do?
Am I able to grapple somebody that's being grappled?
Yeah, you can do like a contested grapple.
Okay, but he can choose to fail the check, I suppose.
No. You're basically your athletics against the trolls. Like you're trying to rip it out of his grasp. So.
Okay, cool. That's what I'll try then. Then my strength is pretty bad. If it's contested, can I use acrobatics?
No, only if you're trying to avoid getting grappled.
Okay. No. Bonus action, cast.
You have rerolls?
Oh, yeah, I do have rerolls. Okay, I'll use one of my rerolls.
Save your Dragonborn.
No. Bonus action, cast Hex on him. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, with Hex, can you remind me about that?
Yeah, let me link it. There you go.
So extra damage, also ability disadvantage on an ability check.
Oh yeah.
Could you hex it and choose strength?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm choosing strength, but I forgot about the disadvantage.
You want to do one more reroll?
I don't think it would have made a difference anyway, because am I going off his previous grapple roll? Probably am anyway, am I?
No.
Oh, what, you were rolling contested?
Yes.
Can you use multiple rerolls for one roll?
Hey, I say yes.
Is that alright? Okay, cool.
Anything to motivate you guys to, donate for the kids. This is a charity game.
Sounds good to me, mate. Right then.
And so long as your party's cool with it.
I'm okay with that.
So, you manage to
I don't like the idea.
You rip the Dragonborn out of his grasp, and he's kind of like dangling there at the precipice. What do you do?
I'll try and move him back.
Okay, yeah, please do move back.
Nice. He can obviously have an off attack on me if he wants, but I'll take my mate with me.
and it will try to attack. Oh god, that's not it. It is angry, and it will try to.
It's unleashing a torrent of abuse in my general direction.
There we go. It takes its other hand, the claw, and slashes at you, hitting. And I believe that puts you unconscious. 9 slashing.
It will. So do I at least get my mate like 1 space back?
Yeah, you'd be right here because just as you move out or whatever, we'll call it that. But your buddy is currently unconscious, but he saved the Dragonborn. Ether. Durnan saying, "Get some flames. Get out of here. Get the Sturges."
I'm just gonna. I just see red because I saw all that happen. She just gets really angry and goes to attack with a rapier.
Do we have fire?
Yeah. There'll be like candles and stuff. Like Durnan like splashed oil on him, so there's candles on all the tables. You can use your action to apply the flame. Okay, so you go ahead and you strike at him. That'll definitely hit.
That'll be 8.
She goes into a rage. I love it. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, this thing is gonna try to eat some food, man. It's hungry. Does it hit? And it does not hit. This one's fat and happy. It is gone. This one is going to try to eat the Dragonborn.
Can I ask what that is? Is that
That's a
some kind of
sturge.
fire pit?
Oh yeah, that's some kind of, I don't know, fire pit or something, sure.
Cool. That might be handy, guys.
And it fails horribly. Orst. Yeah.
Am I still grappled or am I freed?
No, you're freed. You're freed.
And this thing is still hexed or no?
It is, oh no, concentration. It is no longer hexed.
Nope.
Yeah. So Durnan splashed some oil on it. He said, fire! Don't let it heal.
Is there... I can move here? There's a I'm assuming there's a candle right behind me?
Yeah, there's one right on like the table that Ether's standing on right now.
Grab it and apply pressure to the wound.
Yeah, apply directly to the forehead.
What kind of athletics?
It would just be a use of your action to apply the flame to the to this oil here. So.
Yep, let's do that.
All right, cool. All right, so this thing is starting. It's on fire at the moment. And it screams out in pain. Anything else? Do you have a bonus action?
Nope. I do not.
Okay. So this thing will move forward. It's going to strike at Durnan here. So it will make 3 attacks. It's going to bite once and then strike twice with its claws. And Durnan being a very strong man, despite, his over the hill appearance. And so, sure, he'll take the first claw, The bite will miss completely, and he'll take the second claw, but it'll look like nothing barely scratched him. 'Tis but the scratch. 'Tis but the flesh wound. And this thing seems to not be regenerating due to the flames. Durnan, he's going to go ahead and he's going to drop his double crossbow because this thing's right in his face. And he's going to go and attack the crap out of this this dude with his badass looking sword. And I'll put that on Not Whisper, just so that we can see what's going on here. And so, dealing a significant amount of damage, he just wallops this thing. This troll is completely wrecked. It apparently had a lot of blood sucked out of it from all these sturges. And the thing's on fire. It's dead. And so he says, "Kick this damn thing back down the well." Sturge is going to go. He's going to try to attack Ether. Uh, 15?
Yep, 15.
Alright, it will attach itself to you. Chiron, here you go. 1 death save, please. And then it'll be Ether's turn.
Yeah, on its way.
Okay, 1 success. Ether, you have a thing attached to you.
I'll hop down and try and kick the thing out of here. It just moves with me, or am I restrained?
Oh no, you're not restrained. It just moves with you. It's like imagine if a rat with wings jumped on your face.
All right, so then I'll just flop down and try and kick it out.
All right, it nudges just a little bit, but it's not quite over.
Oh, my bad. I thought I had to do a strength check. My bad.
No, it's just basically an object at this point, but it's just big and fat. Defy death. What? Oh, soon. Soon.
I wish I had that already.
This one here, you're too small, so it's gonna move over and it's gonna try to attach itself to the Dragonborn.
Okay.
Your AC is 18, and so it will not hit. This one here is fat and happy. It's gone. Worst. This thing is almost gone, almost on the ground, or almost down the well. But there's 2 Sturges trying to feast. And you have a friend who's down. He saved your life.
So let's first let's pick him up. So we'll lay of hands him for 5.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers, dude.
Is it possible? To like lay of hands and then like at least till he gets up to kind of like stand over him, so if the Sturges come to attack, they can come at me.
You, where you are now, make yourself very imposing, or whatever. You puff up your chest, and your little scales are all, intimidating. So, yeah, it looks like a battle cry. I can see that. Look good?
Yep.
Alright. Troll is just laying there. Durnan's gonna give the one final kick. Boop. As this thing falls, and you hear a clatter and a sploosh or whatever, as it, explodes like a watermelon. And he's gonna move forward towards one of these Sturges. He's like, these goddamn rats. And he explodes one and moves forward and explodes the other one. Ugh. He says, hey, Hin, you alright? Hin is a way to refer to halflings in this world.
Oh, okay. Alright there, cock. Your head's a bit woozy, but yeah, you know, that magic spell or whatever it was that brought me round seems to have done me right proper.
Huh. And he's gonna say it like matter-of-factly. You fought well. And he'll look at all three of you and say, next round's on me.
Huzzah!
And so he's gonna make his way back to the bar here.
So, Durnan, does that happen often then? With that big hole that you got in the floor?
Yeah. What'd you say your name was?
Chiron, mate.
Well, Chiron, it's one of the dangers of having an establishment right above an ancient dungeon. But you know, it makes for some excitement from time to time.
Yeah, I get that. Fair enough.
Hey, Bonnie, call the boys. We need to clean the place up. Let everybody know, first round's on me. Let's get this place hopping. Right away, sir. So she's gonna go ahead and do her thing. Just bumps into Ren. Sir, can I help you with anything? Do you want something?
Nah. Nothing if you think that I'm just gonna be sitting here looking pretty, thinking that I'm great, and I don't really know what I'm saying. I'm just an angry old man.
All right then. Well, let me know. And she's gonna continue on her way. And so, yeah, you guys just defeated a troll and a bunch of sturges, and Yagra there. She's just starting to come to, as you know, or actually, Bonnie will go ahead and grab her so that way she can put her in a bed or whatever, so that way she can actually get some rest.
I could. Oh,
Say again?
no, never mind. I was gonna say we could get her up.
If you want to.
Let's see. I'll use another point of lay of hands.
Okay, sure. And so she'll say, ugh, those bastards. Ugh, I can't believe let them knock me out like that. There's only 5 of them after all. Who are you?
Nobody important.
Well, you look like a strong one. If you ever want to arm wrestle, let me know.
Yes.
And so, you know, I'm going to go have a sit and drink some mead, clear my head a bit. So, during all this, you know, things start to pick back up. There's a whole, like, crush of people. And one of the individuals, there's a new person who seems to part the crowd. Let me grab him real quick. And it looks something like this. So, he's going to push aside a tide of these patrons, and he's going to go ahead and clear, you know, staying clear of all the blood and whatnot that was on the ground. And he's going to, you know, he's going to approach you guys, and he'll say, "You be adventurers, am I right? I could use your help. Let's find a table to talk, shall we?"
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's see. We'll go down here in the bottom right corner. That way. And so, as you make your way over, the figure who approached you, he strokes his mustache, adjusts his floppy hat, and tightens his very fabulous-looking scarf. Volothamp Gedam, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity, at your service. I trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since the last visit to Baldur's Gate. But now I fear I've misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence. Do you think you could help?
Sure.
Perhaps
What do you need to know?
everything
What's
you
the
know.
person? What does the person look like?
Well, my friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 5 dragons apiece now, and I can give you 10 times as much when you find Floon. And let's see. Ether, you would have noticed him look down at his purse real fast, with a look on his face. May I prevail upon you in my hour of need?
Perhaps you should describe him more.
Oh, but of course.
Human.
Wh-
Tabaxi.
he's a human. He's a handsome, beautiful, oh so beautiful, human. Male, clearly. He's in his early 30s, with wavy, red blonde hair. Doesn't he sound adorable?
Perhaps if it's your type.
Oh, well, he's just a friend, obviously.
Of course he is. We don't
Yes,
judge you.
obviously.
Uh,
So this friend, can you tell me about what does he normally do?
Well, yes, of course. He's a very loquacious fellow. He dresses in princely garb.
Wait. I'm sorry. You say la what?
He's a very friendly man.
Ah, friendly. And what was the other word you used? La quaquis?
Yes, of course.
La quaquis. Huh. My friends are la quaquis. I learned a new word.
And he'll say, my dear, as he twirls his mustache. Yes, well, I guess you get what you pay for. Yes, the last time I saw him was about 2 nights ago. And right before I last saw him, he and I, we were drinking and having a good time, merrymaking, down at the Skewered Dragon. It's a wonderful place. Do you know of it?
No.
Well, what about you, my dragonborn friend? Skewered Dragon? Ring a bell?
It sounds like a place that I may have forgotten a night or two.
Yes, well, it's a dark and bawdy tavern down in the dock ward. And if anything, I would imagine that would probably be the best place to start.
Does he have any enemies, this Laquaquis man?
Him? No! What kind of enemies would he have? The boy is a marvel.
A marvel. I just look over at the other two, like questioning. Marvel?
Well, yes, he's a marvelous individual. He quite fabulous. Has a winning smile, one that you would know from a mile away.
Hmm.
But yes, we drank and gambled for a few hours, and then I had to go. And that's the last I saw of Floon.
I guess that would be the first place to go take a look. So he's a pretty face in a very questionable neighborhood.
Well, you know how it is. Sometimes you have to go and explore a bit and get a taste of some of the seedier parts of town. But he wouldn't hurt a fly, so I don't understand why anybody would want to hurt him. So I do hope that he's well, and he just forgot to call me back. I don't know, using sending stone or something. But he could always send a paper bird. I don't know what's wrong with. But I haven't
He
heard.
starts laughing. Wait. You enjoy a good evening with this quackiest man, and he does not call you back, and you send a search party.
It's all in the best interest of my friend. You know, you have friends, don't you? Don't you want to make sure that they're okay?
She just keeps laughing.
Well,
Perhaps he changed his sending stone, yes?
Wow, you might be getting ghosted. I'm sorry. I hear that's a term.
Well,
I think it might involve death.
if you would be so kind as to look into this, you know what? I have, instead of 5 gold each, if you work on it immediately, I will give you 10 gold each, simply for getting started. What do you say?
Sounds great. I'm all on this.
Wonderful. And he's gonna thrust 3 purses of gold coins, 10 gold each in there, and he'll say, you know, do you know the dock warden? Just head down street, and you can't miss it. Skewered Dragon, Floon Blagmar.
Yes. Yes. Honest friend. I do believe he's been rejected.
And Volo's gonna go ahead and head on out and go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
So we look for this Laquicus man. And at the Skewered Dragon,
That sounds good.
his smile is very noticeable, yes. So we just look for a smile that is nice with red blonde hair. Where's the exit?
Sorry, I was test rolling to and then. Well, is it? Do you think we could short rest before we go, guys? Are we in a rush?
No. No rush. You are tired. I can wait.
You guys can go ahead and take a short rest.
Okay.
We'll finish our drinks and go, yes?
Sounds good to me.
Nice rolls on those hit die too. Jeez.
So I think we should head out. Just head to the last known location. We could, worst case scenario, if they were drinking, maybe somebody remembers him better than the guy who hired us.
Yes, perhaps, and give us a bit more of a accurate representation of the gentleman. instead of one so skewed by adoration.
Yarp, sounds like a good plan, mate.
Alright, so go ahead and take a couple minutes to just use restroom or whatever. I'm gonna clear initiative, roll initiative when you're back and ready to go. I'm gonna get some water, I think, and then we can get going.
Yarp, Kyron definitely needs a restroom. I'm putting him over there.
You should probably shut the door.
Oh, sorry. I'm not used to this snooty way of living. Usually I just does it in the street.
So what do you make of this flume? I think that he probably got everything he could from him and then is probably off to another person with money, yes?
Can someone recap for me? Why are we trying to track down this guy?
We're being paid to.
But did Volo say why?
He said that this guy's a friend of his. And they went drinking, and then Volo left early, and now he can't find his friends.
Oh, right.
So he's persuaded that the guy probably continued drinking and made some poor decisions, and he's hoping his buddy's not dead.
Thank
So
you.
what I get out of this is that he parties hard.
Also, I saw the way he was looking at his purse. I do not think he can keep the other half of his bargain.
It might not necessarily be that he can't keep the part of the bargain. It's possible that maybe he's so desperate that that's all he can afford. Now, that being said, I feel like I've heard of this guy before. And I don't know. But yeah, I mean, worst case scenario. I guess worst case scenario would be he doesn't pay us, but
But we do
I'd
have
say
to, so I think it's worth it.
I have no reason to believe that he wouldn't pay us. Like, I think it's more of, I think he offered us more, because I think, I'm looking at it as he probably only has a limited amount of funds, and he may have just offered to pay us the rest of what he has.
Well, let's see. Either way, to me, it does not matter. We have gold now, and perhaps this will be an easy job, yes?
We're getting paid a moderate amount of money for walking to a bar and finding his old drinking buddy.
This is why I say easy, yes?
Oh, I agree. 100%. I definitely agree.
I hate doing jobs like this, where we have to go to bars, end up spending the gold. Supposed to be making gold. But I do love ale.
As a person who appreciates gold, gold is always nice, but, easy gold is even better. And this definitely so far sounds like easy gold.
I agree. I could use all the gold I can have as well.
All right. A little bit of a change here. So you guys over here, and I'll show you in a second. You've unlocked the Yawning portal. And so the directions that you would have received. Oh wait, is everybody back yet? Sorry about that.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so the directions you would have received would have pointed you down Snail Street, over by Fillet Lane.
Oh, okay. By Net Street and Press. What is it? Coach Street and all that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Can you please paint a trail as to what direction you're heading to get there?
Where are we starting again exactly?
The Yawning portal.
Can you pinpoint our end location? Maps of that.
I think we should just go down, head over to Snail Street, head south, because we can take. Wait, what street did he say? We said it was on Net Street.
It's a tavern between Net Street
and Fillet Lane.
It's on Net Street. Okay.
So yeah, we'll take Snail Street all the way down,
Yeah.
past Fillet Lane, past Star Alley, and that should take us over to Net Street, and then we'll. Do we know if it's closer towards the docks, or do we have to cut over towards the Way of the Dragon?
All right, so as you guys are, making your way around, kind of just meandering, you have a general idea where you go, or where you need to go. You don't know exactly where. Like you said, the one time that you went or whatever, a little foggy from your drinking or whatnot. While you're going down one of these streets here, we have something. As you turn the corner, you find yourselves on a street that has been cordoned off by the city watch. Lying on the cobblestones are a half-dozen corpses, seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning witnesses. One of the officers sees you. "Get on," she says. "Nothing to see here."
That is perhaps untrue. It looks like there is many things to see. Yes?
I don't think we wanted to deal with the city guard. Last time we dealt with the city guard, wasn't it like getting? I mean, I guess we didn't get yelled at, but
They were
Yeah.
pretty well. They were pretty well equipped though, weren't they? And knew how to handle themselves.
And
Well, not trying to make argument. It was more of, I don't understand why she says there's nothing to see if there are things to see.
it's her way of saying please leave.
No, this is not our destination. Yes, perhaps we should continue.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, 1 second.
Just say to him as we're leaving, if you need any help, just give us a shout.
As we're walking by, we're not looking. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's hold on a second here. Oh man, this is the biggest issue with these kinds of things. We will go ahead and turn that off. There you go. Did it work? Uh-oh. September 20th. I don't know, my, for some reason it's not dragging you guys over, but that's okay. Over to the right, where you see all those guards, that's about how many guards you see, and, you know, the 3 bandits. And so as you guys are heading out or whatever, you do notice that, it looks like the survivors of the skirmish have been stripped of their weapons and are forced to kneel with their hands on their heads. But they coldly catch the eye of Chiron.
Do they look like guilty? Do they look like appealing?
They're blood drenched and they look very grumpy. And you notice a tattoo of a black snake on one of their necks. You might have seen that somewhere before.
That's the person who's
history check to find out if I know anything about that.
Sure.
If someone's familiar with factions, would this help?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a member of the Lord's Alliance, so is this one of the? Is this a symbol of one of the other factions?
It's a symbol of one of the Zentharm. Whatever.
Great.
Okay.
I don't hate.
I need
You
to
can just look in their direction, the way that, like, looking at whatever they're looking at, pretending to know, and just, yes, I see what you see. But she has no idea what they're looking at.
Yeah. And so, with that, you guys, the city guard pushes you along, and just says, "Get out of here." And, yeah. Unless you decide to make some type of... Don't make any trouble, get out of here.
I'm not a member of the Zentharm, so that's their business.
Alright.
Yeah, likewise.
As you...
if we walk away, I'm just gonna ask, did you all see that? Yes? Trying to see
Yes.
what do you make of it? See, don't say it so that she doesn't look dumb for asking.
Criminals causing more criminal work. That's pretty much it.
Yes, I saw the same thing. I'm so glad we are on the same level.
Do we see any sign of like where they might have ended up getting covered in blood, like a trail or anything?
No, it looks like there was a fight between 2 different factions, the Zentharm and the Xanathar. The blood.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. The blood is spilling on the streets now, and the place has gotten very dangerous in recent times, as Bonnie and the rest have been saying. But so yeah, you head on out, I guess, and you start. You're trying to find this place. You're searching Dockward a little bit. You feel like it's a little unsafe. The tall, densely packed tenements leave most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps have had their glass smashed and their candles stolen, and the smells of salt air and excrement linger as you pass by rows of run-down buildings.
Would my background help at all? Situation, trying to find it?
The urchin?
Yeah.
Urchins will be able to help you get from place to place, because you'll know like all the shortcuts or whatever, but you need to know exactly where the place is for that to be a thing. you know roundabouts where you are. So now it's taking like a little bit of like walking around investigating, you know.
Cool,
But
cool.
once you know this place where it is, you'll find the easiest route to it for sure.
Cool. So I asked some of the homeless and people that I see.
Oh
I
yeah.
should know really. As a Waterdeep resident, roughly where it is.
Yeah, you know it's around here, but unless you've hung out in this place before, you know, it's kind of like
Yeah,
a
cool.
seedy place for sure. And you know, one of the people walking by, they'll look at you for a second and be like, yeah, it's around old Zoblob's shop. It's just around the corner." And he'll point you over to one of the nearby shop stands. It's or not stands, but it stands out from the others. It seems to have like a dark purple facade, and in its window hangs like you see a large creature with 10 eye stalks and one large eye looking from behind his window.
Is there an appropriate check we can make to identify what kind of creature that is? What's it representing?
You guys that have been here in Waterdeep, you would already know that it is the countenance of a beholder.
Okay.
It appears stuffed, and above the door hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell Old Zoblob Shop. But yeah, the person said, yeah, it's around the corner, right around the corner from that Zoblob Shop. You can't miss it. Just keep on going, and you'll find the Skewered Dragon. It's in an alley that runs between Net Street and Fillet Lane in the Dock Ward. Not too far away.
Does Zoblab shop look open?
Yeah. It appears that there might be somebody inside.
Can I poke my head in and just say, are you Zoblab? Mage?
Alright, so you poke your head in, and a cloud of lavender-scented purple smoke trails out of the shop door as you peer inside. Every wall is painted purple, and every dusty knick-knack on the shelves is dyed a deep violet. The hairless gnome, old gnome, sitting cross-legged on the counter, wears plum-colored robes, and his cheeks are decorated with 9 purple, face-painted eyes. The gnome lowers a pipe and exhales a cloud of lavender smoke before raising a hand. Hail and well met. Come browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world.
All right there, jockey lad. What are you selling? Bit of everything, is it?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And you see some very dusty looking trinkets laying about.
Nice.
Do you guys take a closer look?
Yeah.
I'll take a closer look.
Yep.
Alright, do me a favor, roll 1d6 each of you. Anybody who's looking. So Ether and Orst, and would you roll there, Chiron?
You
4
roll
for
four.
me.
Okay, so 4, and 1. Ether and Chiron, you both spy a book, and on the cover there seems to be text that seems to be in a language that you don't really know. And Orst, you find yourself a mummified goblin hand. Strangely enough, those two things that you guys see they're all a shade of purple.
Perception. At this point, I guess I'm going to look around. Is there anything here that's not in purple?
As you look around, no, everything is some form of purple. And he says,
Oh, this.
"Do you like what you see? Would you like to purchase that hand? It's from a very famous goblin bandit down in the Moonsea area. It'll only cost you..." $4 gold.
If we had...
Chiron,
had
roll
any
one
actual
D100, please.
gold. Okay.
So 4 gold for this mummified hand.
Oh, yes, quite a steal.
Is there a story behind this hand by any chance?
Ah, yes.
I love a good story.
Yes. He was a goblin chief down in the Moonsea area. People say that he came from a small place that was once called the Lost Mines of Phandelver. But then, after a group of adventurers evicted him, he took the remaining goblins from his town, from his warren, and took them to the Moonsea, so that way they could instead live upon the Moonsea and raiding villages. But one day, the same group of adventurers caught up to him and took his hand because he said that he would live a good and pure life, and that's the reason they kept him alive. But in the end, goblin isn't always the most trustworthy. And Chiron, you take a look and you see among the stuff there a bright purple feather.
Feather.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking my sleight of hand.
Oh, feather. And he says, "Now that, I hear that the nobles here in Waterdeep love to use feathers while they are having their tickle fights, and I hear it's the next big craze."
That nobles are weird.
Ah, yes. Well, good tickle fight. I did hear that trolls liked to have tickle fights with spiders, so I guess it's not that weird.
I still think it's weird.
Well, to each his own. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, is there anything we can do for you, my mate?
Oh, I mean, if you'd like to buy something, please, by all means. I have here this wonderful pair of old socks. Yes, they are purple now, but it was only because I added a little bit of blue dye. They were red from the blood of this fascinating swashbuckler that I met down over in the Baldur's Gate area. He told me that he was so lucky that people would just touch him in order to feel Timora's luck. But one day that luck ran out, and I figured maybe it all soaked down into his socks, and it might bring you some luck.
How's that been going for you?
My mate? Sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, man, I was talking over you. What'd you say?
So how's the sock luck going?
Oh well, I'm still here. I'm not. At least I'm not stuffed on the wall like Zoblob over there.
But I thought you're Zoblob.
I am. A funny story, if you have the time.
I love funny stories.
Oh, well, okay, so, I bought this shop a long time ago. I figured maybe I could make a dime and I named it after myself, but nobody wanted to call it, after me. They all they could think about was old Zoblob here, and he'll knock on the stuff beholder, and so I'm by golly, I'm gonna name it after this shop is gonna be named after me. So I figured I'd just change my name, and then it's and so now I'm Zoblob. No relation,
Zoblob
obviously.
it is. Well, Zoblob, we haven't really got much, my mate, in the way of gold, so can't really buy nothing. But we are adventurers, and if you have anything we can do for you in exchange for some goods, then maybe we can talk.
Well, how about you put your name here in this book, and I'll if I can think of anything, perhaps I'll find out how to reach you. You'll know where I am. What is it you're doing right now?
Well, perhaps, may I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
We are in search for a friend of a friend named Floon. He has hair that is blonde and red, almost orange, I guess. Human? Do you recognize Floon? We're looking for him, and he was around here at the Skewered Dragon.
And he's like stroking his hairless chin, pensively, and he looks into your cat-like eyes. Give me a charisma check. Intimidation or persuasion.
Well, perhaps I should not be the one asking questions, yes? Oh, not too shabby.
We'll say, well, I suppose you do have a trustworthy look, and it always builds rapport with the customers if we chat a little bit. I'm sure it won't hurt anything. Well, I do know a man by that description. I don't know his name, but he and a well-dressed fellow of similar appearance were walking along the street, and they were jumped outside by some rough-looking men in black leather. Yes.
I'm gonna describe Volo. Did the other individual look like this?
Oh no! God, no!
Okay.
It looked like it could have been his twin. They looked so similar.
Did by chance my mate the two assailants? Did one of them have a tattoo on his neck of a?
Oh, two? No. There were 5, I think. But none of those guys look familiar at all. I did see a tattoo on one of them though. That's all I know. But
What did the tattoos look like?
well, it was kind of dark, but it looked maybe like a worm or something, like a bat worm. I don't know.
Gotcha.
It was kind of dark. It was black. Black tattoo on his neck.
Okay.
Fellows, I believe in
Think back hard. By the way, that monkey hand or that goblin hand just seems really amazing. I pull out the 4 gold for it.
Oh yes, fantastic.
Anything else you can remember about that night?
Well, let's see. So, I think it was definitely a winged snake for sure on the neck.
Okay.
Probably not a worm.
not that one.
Say again?
Do you know the fastest way to Was it Skewer Dragon?
Oh, sure. It's right around the corner. It's in that alleyway over there.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've been there, and typically I'm never there when I'm sober.
Oh, yes. Well, mark it on your maps. Sometimes you might just want to avoid the place. It's kind of rough. But yeah, here you go. Here's your goblin hand.
Well, thank you.
And yeah, I think if you ever need any more of these little trinkets here, some of these things have super valuable historical references, and I'm sure it'll impress all your friends. It'll make a great gift. All right, well, goodbye.
Yes,
Have
goodbye.
a great night.
Yarp, see you later, mates.
So you start heading over to the Skewer Dragon.
Yep.
All right. So you start heading that way, and the Skewer Dragon, it looks like a ruin. Both of the front-facing windows are smashed, and a ship's anchor is lodged in the roof. Through the windows, you can see a group of haggard patrons drinking from huge tankards.
It has to be
I guess start with the barkeep.
Okay.
Figure he's
It's a gruff-looking dwarf. Black hair, balding, but he has kind of like the hair on the sides, like that ring. Big fluffy beard, clearly, but no mustache. What can I do for you?
So I'm trying to find some an individual that may have caused some trouble. Apparently he was here, and definitely sounds like he was the type that you wouldn't really find in a fine establishment like this. Kind of like that kind of rich kid look that has his gets their parents' gold and thinks they could handle some serious drinking. I'll give a description of that we were given a Floon.
I'm not sure if it rings a bell. What are you,
Upset
this
him.
rich kid's babysitter or something?
He owes certain people money. I'm gonna set down a gold coin on the counter. I got a lot of work to do, and my employer gets pissed.
As quickly as you plop that gold piece down, he's like wiping down the bar, and the cloth covers it, and the gold is nowhere to be seen. And he says, yeah, sounds familiar. Yeah, there was a couple regulars. I think we're talking about it not too long ago. And, yeah, I do remember the guy by this description. With some kind of fancy guy, with like a big floppy hat and like a scarf. Who wears a scarf?
Yeah, I have no idea.
After that scarf guy
Pull my
left,
figure.
after the scarf guy left, the fancy lad, he met up with another friend, and I'm sure you know of him. You know, Renair Neverember.
Do I need a history check?
No, anybody who knows anything about Waterdeep would know.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the son of Waterdeep's old open lord. Chip off the old block that one, and he's gonna sneer. Another spoiled rich noble who likes to rub it in our noses.
So there was two rich kids this time. So the punk I'm looking for and this other. Fantastic. Any idea where they went?
Well, let me see what I can remember. Two of them drank played a few rounds of three dragon ante. They left around midnight, I'd say. And you look over, left, right, see if anybody's watching. He's gonna say, 5 gents followed them out. After that, I don't know.
Any individuals that we should be aware of? Are any of them here?
No. I don't typically cater to these guys. They have their own hooch places, but if I were you, I would look for a snake symbol on the door.
Gotcha.
I hear they hang out in a warehouse down in Candle Lane.
That sounds perfect. Well, maybe we'll be able to go find our rich kid, and sooner we're done, sooner I'll be able to go get a drink.
Aye, I hear that. Well, now that I think of it, aren't you, Orst?
Yeah,
No.
I've been here a few times.
We don't get many silver dragonborn hanging around these parts. The name's Fred. Usually a pretty good tipper, so, yeah, next time you come by, just don't bring any trouble around my doorstep, and we'll see if I can get you one in a house.
That's the best news I've heard all night.
Alright. Good enough for me. So, guys, go ahead. On these maps, feel free to, draw on anything, make any notes you want. This is just like in real life. Got notes you want to take, please do. And so this thing will be in the alleyway between Filet and Net Street. Like right pretty much here. Boop. Alright, Candle Lane. So as you go in a direction that the guys is there anything else you want to do? Sorry, I want to make sure I don't monologue here.
No, I'm good.
Alright. So you head down to Candle Lane, looking for warehouses, and gloom envelops a narrow alley as dark as a dungeon, and as odorous as one too. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. The only light that pierces the darkness is a faint flickering form down the lane, like a distant candle. Alright, and then, let's see, here it goes.
Has anyone got a disguise kit or disguise self or anything like that?
No.
No?
Alright, guys,
Yeah.
This puts us at the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to set you up for your next time you guys are going to play. And that'll be it. I think this is a really good stopping point, especially considering the remainder of the story here. How do you guys feel? Good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and drop your tokens. I'm going to move you to your map to see what you saw there. And that should be good. I think.
Now, so I do have a quick question.
Okay.
We had Volo, who was willing to pay money in advance,
Yes, he gave you 10 gold.
but obviously we can't keep the gold, so could we use that for purchasing like the things from the curio shop and from the bribes?
You can keep the gold.
thought-
There,
So
in the
we
CC,
have 10 gold each.
yes, you have been given 10
Okay.
gold each. In the content catalog or whatever, there's specific things that you can keep or whatever. I've already done my research. You can keep the gold that you've been given right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so in general, you can't keep things in treasure sections or whatever, and I will do my best to just not tell you about it if it doesn't exist for you. The things that you are allowed to have, I will be telling you about what you can have. So,
Nice.
Cool.
just so that way you don't
Sounds
have to, like, deal with it, you know?
All right.
All right.
Hey, I now have 20 gold.
Awesome.
What was I gonna
Chiron.
say? Oh yeah, sorry, I was just gonna ask. What's the like adventure code? Adventure for my log.
DDHC. TAC. WDH. Like Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Question, are you going to put this in the
DH.
Adventures League log or no?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And then just call it Dragon Heist. Is there
Yeah, it should be
anything
fine.
else? Nothing else, no.
Yeah, no. Alright, okay. Can you guys see? Or is it pure darkness for you right now?
I think I can see what I'm allowed to see.
Okay.
I have pure darkness.
Okay, so you guys don't have dark vision. That'll be fine. I will get you set up for that. Yeah, so your ACP, TCP, if you're doing slow progression, will be 1 ACP, TCP. If you're not doing normal, or if you are doing normal, then you'll get 2. But just realize that based off of how I'm running these games, you're gonna tier out of the modules if you do anything but slow. So completely up to you. Everybody has a choice of picking which one they're gonna do. And literally, that's kind of cool that I don't have to worry about anything else at this point. Don't have to like do any XP calculations or anything for whatever stuff I threw at you. I'm actually kind of happy about that part. But that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. We can hang out and chat. You can ask me any questions about, you know, anything you want. And otherwise, we'll play the game again next week. How did you feel about the length of time?
Felt like it was good. I'm definitely looking forward to longer sessions, just because I'm super excited for this.
Oh God,
But
me too.
I understand the reasons for this. You know,
Yeah.
just so that we're optimizing, you know, the modules that we can run. Like I understand that. So
Like, I kind of wanted to just do one set of tier 1 stuff, and then like with another set of characters do another, you know, do the tier 1 stuff again. But I don't know. I think this will be good. I think it'll be better. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream.
okay.
And that'll be it for tonight. I will remain in a
Cool.
room.
Cheers, Red.